good morning everybody. Hope we're all fit and well, no illness, no injuries, nothing we need to worry about. Remember, we always take it at our own level, work to our own abilities. So let's get set up, standing nice and tall, with those feet set under our hips, tummies drawn in, shoulders back, arms down at the sides, and those little leans forwards and back just to wake up those senses, find our balance point. That's it. Just a few times. So it's not about going up onto tiptoes, it's just pressing the toe into the ground to stop you falling forwards. That's it, a couple more times. And then let's find that spot where we feel nicely balanced. You don't feel you falling forwards or back. Hands onto hips or one hand in front behind. We're going to tilt that pelvis under and then put that arch in the lower back. So we're setting our lower back up, finding a neutral spine, lower it, loosening up that lower back. That's good. A few more times now. Just sets us up, puts us in the right position, ready to work. That's it, one more time. And we should have a position now, we've got a neutral spine, we're nicely balanced. And we'll get those feet moving, starting to loosen out those feet and ankles. Good, press that foot into the ground. Just let the arms join in, so natural from the shoulder. That's it, pushing that foot down. Bones in your feet may creak and crack a little bit. As long as that's not painful, totally normal. There we go, and just starting to increase the range of movement with the arms. So it's extending back, higher at the front. So it should be up to about shoulder height. Good. And a little bit higher still. Really starting to push that other one back. Bringing it higher. So we're all the way up. And we're pushing both arms back. Feeling that stretch in your shoulders. That's good. We're going to start to take them wider. Start to reach out. That's it. Good, a couple more. And bringing that down. Okay, take our hands high above the head. Just take it to one side, then the other. That's it. Keeping that body straight so we're not leaning forwards or back. Just feeling that nice stretch all the way down your side. Compare the two, you're tighter on one side than the other. That's good. We're going to extend this round into our windmill. So as we come round, we can sweep around in front. If you do find that difficult on your lower back and your hamstrings, you can soften those knees, taking it through. But for that deeper stretch, you can keep those legs straighter. And hopefully you find each time you can get just a little lower as those muscles warm up. Allow us to flex a bit more. That's it. Good, one more each way. And bringing that back down. Make sure we're still set with those feet under hips. Bring those arms up, we're just going to rotate the upper body. Keep head and hips forwards to begin with. Good, and then we'll start letting the eyes follow your hands. So we're increasing that range of movement, looking further round, and release your heel, so we can turn all the way, looking all the way behind. That's good. Good. One more each way. And bringing that back in. Okay, so take our feet a little bit wider, so probably just over shoulder width apart. Hands onto the hips. We're just going to circle those hips around. Aim to keep your head fairly still. So hips circle underneath. That's good. And let's change direction. So starting to take it the other way. That's it, keep it going, a few more. And bringing that back into center. Bringing those feet in. So we're standing nice and tall. I'm just going to sweep that leg through. The aim is to keep standing as tall and still as we can. If you do really struggle with your balance, use a piece of furniture, the wall, whatever you've got to hand. That's it, stood nice and tall. Remember, it's not about how high we can get that leg, it's about keeping ourselves stood still and tall, not falling over. That's it, one more. Bringing that down, reset onto the other side, stand tall, sweep it through. That's it. So nice and still, nice and tall. Try not to lean too far. You need to lean a little bit, just keep that foot clear of the ground. But we don't want to be out at 45 degrees. That's it, a couple more. Last one. And bring that back down. Okay, back over onto the other leg, standing tall. We're going to draw that circle around your standing leg. So hands just wherever they're comfortable, if that's on your hips, if that's hanging down, if that's out to balance, wherever you need. That's it, a couple more. And bringing that back in, switch legs, reset that balance, standing tall, and then draw that circle around that standing leg. Going, a few more. Aiming to be as still as we can, as tall as we can. Good, one more. And bringing that back in. Excellent. So standing nice and tall again, feet under those hips, knees are going to track over the feet, we're just going to squat that down, bringing it up. That's good. So nice and steady, keeping that head and chest up, looking forwards rather than down to the ground. So as we're squatting down, it's bum sticking out behind, keeping that head up. Those knees are forwards, feet under hips. That's good, keep that going. So as I was turning then, that was just to show you the movement. You've got to keep facing forwards. That's good. A few more. Good, one more. And bringing that back up. So we're going to stick with the squats, but we're going to take it into our curtsy. So that's one foot, just crosses behind, and we dip it down. So it's not a lunge, we're coming into that curtsy squat, so it's coming across. We're squatting down, keeping that head and chest up. So it's up to you how deep we take that down. You can go right down to the knee, or it could just be a little dip. Whatever's your level, however hard you want to work yourself. That's good, keeping that going. Just have to work sort of around the outside of the hip as well as that quad and the glute. So just feel it pulling in slightly different places. Excellent, keep it up. That's good. Do one more each way. And bringing that back up. Well done. Okay, let's take us towards one end of our mat. So we're standing nice and tall. We're going to take those hands high, roll it down, curling towards those feet. Unroll, stack those vertebrae, bringing it high and down. Nice steady roll, unroll, pick ourselves up high. So that's it, tuck the chin, roll the shoulders, curl the spine, down towards the feet, bringing it up. If you do find that difficult on the lower back or hamstrings, we can soften those knees as we come down and gradually straighten as you come up. But for that deeper stretch, ease everything out and keep those legs straighter. That's good. Lovely loosener on a morning. It's all of that postural change stretched out, ready for us to move around. Okay, this time we want to stop at the bottom, let that hang, heavy hands, heavy head, and press one shoulder down, then the other. So we're just rotating that upper back. That's it. Gently press one shoulder lower, then rotate to the other side. One more each side. And let's unroll, bring that back up, let some of that blood get back down out of your head into your body. Again, let's take it down, roll down towards those feet, and now sweep in a semicircle around your feet. So give them a stretch out around the lower back, those hips. Good, nice and steady, just sweeping around those feet. back in front, unrolling that up, taking that high. This time we're going to put our hands down onto the mat. So we're going to roll it down, we're going to walk ourselves forwards, out into that straight arm plank position, holding nice and straight. That's good. Keep breathing, keep holding. Nice and still, nice and straight. If you need to work from your knees for this plank position, absolutely fine. Okay, lower it down into our box position, so now knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And we're going to arch that spine up, let the head drop. So pushing that back up like an angry cat. And then rotate through, spine down, head up. That's good. And rotate that back, pushing that spine up. Bring it down. Head up, pull up. Good, couple more times. Press that spine up, get a really good stretch through the back. And down and through. That's good. Again. And let's sit that back onto our heels, stretching out through the shoulders. There we are, in that child's pose. That's a full stretch along that spine, through the shoulders, the arms. And bring that back up, well done. Okay, we're going to start down on our fronts, with our arms up in our 90-degree position, so in line with the shoulder, 90-degree bend at the elbow. We're going to begin with our torso raise. So we're just going to lift our head and chest off the floor, using those muscles down our spine for the lift. Arms just for balance and support. So let's take it down into position, face down on the mat, legs extended, and we raise, bringing that up. That's good. And steadily down. Gently bring that up and slowly down. Keeping that going. Just going to drop this screen a fraction so it's a bit clearer. That's good. So we're just using the muscles along the spine to raise the chest, head and shoulders, and down. It's a nice steady movement. That's good. Couple more. We're going to extend it. So this time, as we raise, when we're at the top, we're going to extend those arms, straighten up, have a good stretch in that spine. Slowly control it down and up. Raise using the back, extend with the arms, control it down with the back. That's good. That's it, a few more times. Excellent, one more. So we're going to raise, extend, and control that. Nice and steady. That's it, well done, rested down there. So I want you to stay in that same start position. So face down with those arms at 90 degrees. So what we're going to do is the arm and leg lift. So left arm, right leg, we're just going to raise up off the ground, keeping that forearm parallel to the ground, leg long and straight, and it lifts from the glute and the lower back. You're going to lift, down, swap sides, lift the other ones. So back into that position. So we're going to start right arm, left leg, and raise. Slowly down, and then the other side. That's good. Nicely done, nice and steady. So we're working those muscles around the back of the shoulder to raise that forearm so it stays parallel to the ground. Hopefully strengthens and supports that upper back, where we get those rounded shoulders from sitting at desks, working on laptops. Starts to pull things back, straighten up that spine. And then these leg lifts. Keeps that strength in that lower back and those glutes, really important for the climbing stairs, for getting in and out of our seats. All those everyday movements that if we don't do enough, we start to lose that strength. Good, a few more. One more each side. And rest that down. Okay, bring yourselves up into that kneeling box position again. So that's knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to go into a Superman movement. So from here, we're just going to extend one arm, opposite leg nice and long and straight, keeping those shoulders and hips nice and level. So we're just going to extend. We're not aiming to go really high with the leg, we want a long straight line. That's it. To get straight, your leg will probably feel like it's pointing slightly down, and your arm, it will feel like you're having to extend it quite high. But if you can see yourself on screen, that should give you that straight line. That back wants to stay nice and level. We're not twisting or turning. So picture a tray of drinks resting on your spine. You don't want to tip those off. Good, a few more. Good, one more. Bring that down, just release that pressure on the wrists for a few seconds, ease those out if you need. We're going to go back to that exercise, but we're going to add a variation in. So we're going to add our clock movement in. So as we extend, we then rotate the arm and leg out, aiming for 8:45 to 9, 10 to 8, 5 to 7, whatever we can get to. So when we're ready, back in position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, we extend long, rotate out to the sides, keeping that back and hips and shoulders level, bring in, down and change, extend, rotate, back and in. That's good, let's keep that moving. So nice and steady, bringing it in, excellent. Good, keep that going, a few more times. That's good, one more each side. Extend, rotate, back and in. And let's relax there, release those hands. Okay, we're going to take ourselves onto our sides now. So I want you to lay out nice and long and straight, resting on your hip, hand under your head for support, other hand in front for balance if we need. So let's lay that out, long and straight, on that hip bone, hips stacked, one on top of the other, so we're not falling back or forwards. Try to draw your waist away from the mat. Get those feet off the ground if you can, but if you do need to rest them down, absolutely fine. And we're just going to start with that leg lift. Nice and steady. Doesn't need to be really high, but keeping it controlled, keeping it constant. That's it. That's good. A few more. Two more. And bring that down, have a few seconds rest, give it a little rub if we need to ease that muscle out. So this time we're going to add a second movement in. So we're going to raise, we're going to drop the knee in front, we're going to raise back up, legs down together. So when we're ready, we raise, we drop the knee in front, we raise, down together. That's it, keep that going nice and steady. Make sure we're still resting on that hip with those hips stacked. Good, keep that moving. Nice, easy, steady pace movement. Don't want to be too fast. Better to do one or two correctly than loads wrong. That's good. That's it. One more. Resting that down. Okay, staying in the same position. I'm going to go on to scissor those legs now. So from here, in that same start position, we just scissor those legs forwards and back. So pivoting on that hip bone. Still trying to keep that waist drawn away from the mat. It nice and steady. Good, a few more. And then one more before we roll over and do it all again. Good, one more. And together, bring that down. Okay, from here I just want you to bend the knees, lift yourself up onto your elbow, and we're going to do a dynamic sort of plank movement from here. So, resting on our elbow, we're going to lift ourselves up onto our knees and down. So you're taking it as that lift. If you really want to challenge yourselves, you can extend those legs, doing that exercise with straight legs. Or you can keep yourself on those knees. That's good. Excellent, a few more. That's it. 2 more. Last one. And bringing that down, well done. Okay, roll yourself over or spin round onto your other side. Start with that first one, that leg lift, to extend yourself out nice and long on that side. Hand in front for balance if you need. If you're confident on your balance and you're feeling you want to challenge, you can take that hand away. But we're just going to raise that top leg. That's good. That's it. A few more. Good. 2 more. And bring that down. Give yourself a few seconds. Ease it out if you need. Give that a little rub. Okay, remember this time, start in the same position, but we're going to that knee drop. So we lift, drop in front, lift together. When we're ready, legs extended just off the ground for the start position if we can. And we lift, drop, lift together. That's it. Good. That's it, fantastic. Keep that going. That's good. A few more. One more time. And rest that down. Give it a few seconds, a little rub if we need. Okay, extend those legs. And we're going to scissor those feet forwards and back. That's it, resting and pivoting on that hip bone. Excellent, keep that going, just nice and steady. Really good. Nice, easy movement. A few more times. Good. One more each way. And resting that down. Bending those knees up. Coming up onto that elbow. And then let's lift into that plank, bringing it down. Remember, if you want to challenge yourself and go to those straight legs, so you can take that, make it that longer exercise. Or you can keep those knees bent behind. That's it. Excellent, a few more. That's it. 2 more times now. Taking that up, back down, 1 more. And bringing that down, well done. Okay, we'll take ourselves over onto our backs. So I want you to bend the knees up, but lay yourself back onto the mat. Hands pointing up to the ceiling. I'm going to start just with that leg slide out. So that one leg slides, opposite arm drops below the head, behind the head. Bring it in. If you want to coincide that breathing, breathe in, breathe out as you lift back. In and out. That's it. Excellent, nicely done. Good, keeping that going. A few more times. If you find that arch at the bottom of the back is starting to exaggerate, starting to curl up, just engage that core, pull that arch back into its natural position. So that's not necessarily flat on the mat, it's just your natural spine position. Good, 1 more each leg. And bring that down. So, bringing those feet up to tabletop now, taking the hands back into the same position. So we're just going to tap 1 foot down. So pivoting at that hip as that foot taps. So a few more, we're just going to change it up. So we're going to change it into a curtsy tap. So now we're tapping underneath opposite leg. That's it. Good. You'll probably find your arm will cross slightly behind the head. So it's maybe in line with the opposite shoulder as it reaches down. Absolutely fine. Just helps balance the movement out. Good, keeping that going. Tap, up, tap. Good, keep that moving now, doing really well. A few more. Good, 1 more to each side. And bring that in. Give those knees a hug if you need to have a little stretch out. Always nice part way through. Ease out. Okay, we're going to keep those feet and knees in that tabletop position. So 90-degree bend at hip, 90-degree bend at knee. Hands on the mat in a very slight V shape. We're going to drop both knees to the side. When you feel your shoulder lift, that's when we come back up and over the other side. So we breathe in as we drop to the side, breathe out on the effort of lifting the knees back to center. So breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. A few more. We're nearly done. Just a couple of exercises. That's it. 1 more each way. Last one. And bring your feet back down onto the mat, quite close into the bum. Hands back in by your sides. We're going to go into a bridge. So we tilt that pelvis under. We peel our back off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Pushing up with our heels into the mat. Squeeze the bum at the top. And roll it back down till that pelvis tilts back. So tilt under. Peel the back off the mat. Pushing up. Squeeze the bum. And reverse. So one vertebra at a time onto the mat. Pelvis rocks back. An exercise is much better when it's done fairly slowly and controlled, thinking about those different elements. Let it roll back, really control using that core. That's it. A few more. Good. We'll do two more. Bringing that up and controlling back down. Okay, sit yourselves back up nice and tall. One last exercise. So we're just going to roll that back, bring it. So we'll just do a few and a slight change. Time's gone away as always. And that's it. So as we go back, we'll pause, we'll twist, twist, and up. Taking it back, twist, twist, and up. That's good. Good, couple more. One last one. Bring that back, pause, twist, twist, in, bring that back up, sitting tall. Slowly bring yourself up to your feet. So we're standing nice and tall. You're going to take one foot back. Back leg straight, front knee bends, hands together. Stretch out those shoulders, let the head drop down. And relax those hands, switch the feet, other foot goes back, straight leg, hands into the small of the back, chest forwards. And turn the head to the side. Good, then the other side. Bring that together. So back standing nice and tall, to reach up above the head. And then bring that forward and down towards your toes. Slowly unroll, standing that up. Pick up one foot. Giving that thigh a little stretch. And change. Pick up that other foot. Good. Feet nice and wide. And let's just sweep that through. Reach high. One last time, takes us up to the toes. Let's take that up, reach for the sky for 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done, everybody.